Well, hello there. I don't see anybody in chat yet, but I'm sure y'all will be right in. We are waiting on Lisa. She'll be right back. She kind of had a busy day. Welcome if you're new. I am Sharon, Texture Junkies, and I'm glad you're here. We're going to make a postcard book today, but we're not going to bind it today. I'm going to come up with some clever, and I'll explain that later. But we're going to bring out our crazy side, do some fun stuff, use some supplies that we don't use very often, and please do all the stuff like, subscribe. We're one away from 900 right now, and I'd like to hit 1,000 by the end of summer. That would be so amazing. We will wait a moment for people to come in. In the meantime, I'm going to look at this with you. Wouldn't that be fun? The reason why is our friend Carrie Gibson is actually in this book. And I used to watch her before I even knew about, sort of paper crafting. I was brand new to it. Always been an artist, but looked for other ways to be creative. And this is what happened here. Am I in the right? Where is everyone? Just a moment. I need to make sure that we are in the right stream. Hold on. Just a moment. Maybe I went to the wrong link on YouTube. Hold on. Making sure. Oh, yep, we're live. We're live. Hey, Julie. I was wondering if I clicked the wrong link because I've done that before. Weird me. I just gave the whole, I hate the spiel and all of that. I am going to start by talking about this book just a little bit because our friend Carrie Gibson is in this. And way back when I found her channel, I was watching her, Pam at the Paper Outpost, treasure books, when I was new to paper crafting. Hi, Anina. Hey, Lexi. Yeah, I was wondering too, Julie. Anyway, our friend Carrie Gibson is actually in this book. And when she announced it on one of her live streams, when she was talking about it, I immediately ordered it because I was interested and I didn't have any books on paper crafting. And I would like to suggest, if you don't have any of these creative collaboration books, you should get some. This one is great. This is the Collaborative Art Journals and Shared Visions of Mixed Media, and this is the one it carries in. I have a couple from Seth. I have one from Tim. And just once in a while when I'm feeling like I need some new inspiration or a new project or something like that, I will go ahead and, and I don't even really look at them. I just kind of flip, until I find something that catches my eye. And it's not that I'm going to recreate that project. It's basically, I see something and it sparks an idea. And I know you all must get what I'm talking about. Is that true? Oh, yeah, it is. It's inspiring. And so maybe this isn't my style, but maybe I see something in there that I'm like, well, yeah, that's a great idea. Or what did they use? And I try to figure it out. Or I never thought of that, and it's a great way to combine things with what you already do. I should have marked Carrie's page because I don't know right now. This is a really, really fun spread. Anyway, while we've got a few people here, I'm going to go ahead and do a flip through of the old postcard book from last year, and a couple of things that I kind of pulled out of my stash to kind of give you some inspiration, kind of like this. Copy, don't copy, do it your own way. The goal is to make wild postcards. And this one was what started it. And do you guys remember last time we made these? And it was a lot of fun. It's just, mixed media. We're talking about dusting off those supplies. And this one I put on a little hanger. I thought it was cute. It says "You Are Magic," and it's got some texture on it. There's a hand and a bird I embossed on there. Let's see. I've got them in this little tin for right now, but I'm going to come up with a fun way to bind our postcards. There was that one and that one. And I like a postcard the most. The reason why, I'm not into measuring. If you guys want to measure, you measure. That's great. I'm surprised. I don't know where everyone is. Yeah, I don't know. But these are ones that I did even 2 years ago. I just kind of flipped through. A postcard to me is anything that'll fit in an envelope. It's rectangular. And that's what I am going to make my parameters. But if you want to measure yours and you are specific about that, that says Thunderstruck. Do you see that? Then, by all means, measure away. Paint your dreams. This has got a lot of embossing powder on it, and it's alcohol ink, and these were some of my favorites. There's a lot of texture on there. And then I have a plan. We are one away from 900. So here's the plan. I would like to, and I know I don't do these very often, but I want to do a little swap of our postcards when we're done. So maybe in a month, and that gives everybody a chance to make some, and you can send to however many you want out. Lisa's back. Oh yes, thumbs up, please. That would be amazing. So I'm going to suggest that we kind of do a little swap with each other. It would be up to you guys to reach out and get your addresses, but not a package, just maybe a couple little scraps. It's got to fit in an envelope, and 2 stamps are maximum. How's that sound? And it would be a postcard. I love this one. Love, love, love. And also, as far as texture goes, I would go maybe as thick as some embossing powder or some texture paste. We're technically not going to send this as a postcard in the mail, but, for our collections, a postcard would be relatively flat. So, and this one, I love that. I love this girl here. She's actually from and so is that one, from a digital kit from my friend Cheryl over at the Torn Page. And I've sent you guys over there before, and she's created free kits for us, if you guys remember. And then here's a couple other little things. I don't know why I love this so much. This is out of an old book. And it says "Party Like It's 1949" over here. There's an old stamp. I actually am not a pink person, but I love this shade of pink. Really worked out here. I just thought it was a lot of fun. Oh, it's okay, Lexi. There's only a few people to say hello to yet today. So, hey, Lisa, thank you for posting that, by the way. I should have reposted it today. I did it 2 days ago, and I know because it's every other Saturday, sometimes it gets confusing. Okay, this was from the very first year that I dove into paper crafts, because I had never done them. I didn't have any scrapbook paper. This is one of the first scrapbook papers I bought, and this is out of an old 17 magazine. It was a little embossed gold heart, and I know this is square. I just thought it was a good example of kind of some wacky fun stuff. And then this one also, and this is words and image from an old magazine. And I do also love to make a tab divider. I'm going to really come up with a fun way to connect these so that when your postcard comes in the mail, or when you're done with your postcards, you can slide them all in, but they're not going to be connected. I kind of have an idea. I'm going to do some research, and it might be similar to that. Julie, what's that called? The king fold, or the crown fold, or whatever. Might be something like that, but a little bit different. So maybe you guys save your How many of you have vellum? I'm curious. Kind of going along that line, or it will be something with pockets and frames with holes, to put your postcard in so it shows when you're flipping through. But some neat way to store them. Could be a box. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Just, yeah. Julie, you're the one that told me about it. And I looked it up and I can't remember what it's called. They fold in and it's just like a little, well, the one you were talking about folded in, and this sat, inside, and there were points, right? But there's other ways to do it, and that's kind of, I was looking into that. We're going to do a little flip through of this, and then I'm going to put this away. All right, so we're celebrating the 900, which we're one away from. And my other thought here was to do a giveaway. So, a gatefold, is that what it's called? Okay. Well, something like where it'll slide in. So it might be this, I'm not really sure, but I want to do a giveaway when we get to, say, 920. How's that sound? Because we're only one away right now, and that gives me a minute to get ready for that, I think. Anyway, so I was thinking this, and this has got some really cool charms on it. It's got a little bookmark here made with some wallpaper that Lisa sent me, and a gel print with some PM Artist Studio stencils, some old fabric, little tags here and there, a little bit of, that's got an L on it for Lisa right there. There's a cork butterfly that I stamped. I originally got this out because it has a postcard in it, and I was just sharing old postcards. So there's another one, and this is from Colleen. Goes this way. It says relax. Just thought that was fun. Sorry about the glare, guys. Hey, Lee. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. It's great to have you. Are you going to make some wacky postcards with us? This is another one I love, and I took a pen and, or some glue and embossing powder, and it's got like a texture on it, and that's alcohol ink, also alcohol ink, and stamped and used a marker. Those go in here. And then over here, this is embossed, and it's got gears on it. It's a little bit rusty. I love this. And that's another one of those Colleen moths. It's alcohol ink, a little bit of fun. The wheels keep turning, it says. Now let's see what's in the back, because I haven't looked at this tonight since I made it. It's been over a year. Oh, pocket. Little alcohol ink card. Find the magic all around. And here, I think this is just like a little notebook. Sing, dance, laugh, enjoy all of the moments. So I think this is the one I'm going to give away. I'm a little bit sad that two of the beautiful moths that Colleen sent me are in there, but I have more. So I think that's going to be the dangles. Yeah, I love dangles. They're my favorite. Dangles and postcards. That's it. Hey, Diane. Let me read a few comments here. Oh, thank you, Lexi. Yeah, Lee, it's so wonderful to have you here. Maybe we're going to do a little swap too for anybody that's interested. We don't usually do that, but it's kind of a celebration. So, and that'll give me, if we get to like 9:20, that gives us time to make our postcard and do our stuff and get ready to do a drawing, and gives everybody a chance to kind of get in on it. That's what I'm thinking. So between now and 9:20, how's that sound? Diane, how we doing down under? So I've been watching a lot of Australian television, when I'm down, and I have discovered 800 words, which I love, and I'm almost done with it. I'm sad. But most of what I'm watching, I'm usually the UK, BBC watcher, but kind of watched them all. So I moved to Australia. Okay, so this is the one we kind of did a flip through. I did last year. I've shared some pictures. That one needs something. There's that. And these have some embossed texture. And that's as textured as I would get with a postcard. There's that crow. That's a marbled, shaving cream marbled paper that I dry embossed with an embossing folder. I love her. She's so cute. And that's a stamp I have, a little texture behind there. A little bit of that. Oh yeah, Diane, it is a good show, isn't it? I only have like 3 episodes left. It's not my normal kind of, like just a drama. But it's a really cute show. Okay, so should we get to it, guys? Let's get to it. So we're not going to bind these yet, like I said. We are going to find a fun way to put them together after we get some made, of course. Let me get this out of my way. This room is not quite done, but it is almost done, by the way. So before everybody got here, I don't know if you guys have this, but our friend Carrie Gibson is in this book. And back when I used to watch her, I still pop on once in a while. But before I had a channel and I was, busy with and learning about paper crafting, she was one of my people. So, in art journals and stuff. And when she announced she was in this book, I ran out and got it, or I ordered it on Thrift Books or Amazon or something. I don't know. But she's a friend of ours. So if you don't own this, I think you should. Yeah. Messy Palette is Diane. When I went to New Zealand, I had to find the beach. It was filmed on. Oh yeah, I forgot it's New Zealand. I always group New Zealand and Australia together. I'm not sure why. I know they're close, but they look different. Okay, so I wanted to do a super wacky postcard yesterday, and I hadn't created for 2 weeks, so I really needed to. You can think about the swap when everyone kind of gets their names in. Hey, Diane, other Diane, and Estella, hello. Am I too loud? Because the microphone's right in my face. I hope not. I'm so glad you guys made it. So this, I put wild as her hair, and I don't know if you can see. Sorry about the glare. I made scribbles all over. I gave her a weird crown that's cut out of a card. It was like a scrap I had. Gave her an outfit. So wild as her hair. I'm just thinking, let's go nuts. And we're going to come up with we were talking about coming up with the right hashtag for this. Postcards from the Edge, I really like. However, it's really long. So we can use that one, or we can call it Postcard Madness. That'd be a great hashtag. Or Postcard Crazy. That'd be fun. But basically, we're going to just let it out on these. Oh, yeah, okay. Crazy cards for mail? I don't know about the word mail in there. Well, and anybody that doesn't want to mail them, they don't have to. That's fine. You can just keep your collection and put it in your little, binding. Pretty sure it's going to be one of the gate style. Anyway, I have a little more inspiration here, 2 more pieces, and then we'll get started. This hangs on my wall, and I did this so long ago. I think this was, looking at it, oxide ink for some reason, or spray. And then I went in with this and a little bit of texture and a stamp, and I've had it up on the slope of my ceiling forever. And that is so inspiring to me, as well as this, which is blown ink. And I thought it was fun. And embossing powder. Maybe I'd skip the rivets. Okay, fun stuff, I think. All right, so with me, I have been sorting scraps, and I've got bins of scraps. I've got a few things that I haven't used in ages and ages. Hey, Charmaine, welcome. I'm glad you made it. We're going to do wacky postcards. And let me just set this one here because it's so wacky. So I got these out. These markers I've had for 2 years and I've used them once. I probably should, maybe dust some of these off. That'd be good. I don't know how good they are. They're supposed to be watercolor, but I wasn't impressed with them. That's why I haven't really used them. I've got some words from these are from the Word Hunt books, the seek and find ones. And they have these lists of words that you're supposed to find. And what I did was I took a bunch of them out. And so maybe this is like where you tell a story with words from a book that what is that called? Do you know, Lisa, what that is called? You get the swap seats too. I'm in the middle of something at the moment. I can't add yet another thing. I'll have to put on a later file. Well, we're not going to do it just yet. So I think we'll start the swap and do the giveaway at 9:20. And that gives us time between now and then to make a crazy postcard for a friend. So yeah, word search. Thank you, Estella. So yeah, I was kind of thinking maybe that. I've got some stamps here. I've got some super scraps because I've been sorting. I do have a stamp that says postcard, but you don't need that. You can write it. And I've got little baskets of weird things to search through. So do you guys know that I'm going to put this down because we're going to make a mess. Did you guys know that I have a texture bin or a texture? It wasn't a cart. I just moved it all, where I put things that have creative textures on and all the scraps that go with it. So I did search through that because that's as thick as I want to get with those, and thought, well, these things are inspiring. They're rectangular. They might work. That's like the one I used. So I'm going to start with one of these as a substrate. You could also use packaging. You could use note cards. I've got just some cardstock that's been, I think that's spray. I've got some old thick watercolor paper I cut down. Cheez-It box. I mean, there's so many ways to start here that I think, and I did do a bit of embossing here. I want to use this one because I want to see it come to life. Did a little white embossing on it. All right. And now I'm going to find my focal point because that would be the next step. Lisa, are you ready for me to put you on, or are you there? Hey, Mo. It doesn't really matter. What I suggest is, I'm sure Julie can tell you the standard postcard size that for people that are strict about the measurements. But what I have here, I mean, I'm just using a rectangle, basically. And I'm using things that I already had made up. It is about 6 inches by 4. The only requirement is that it fits in a envelope, like a card envelope. So half of the big manila, it has to fit in there. And I would suggest with this swap, we don't send a whole bunch of stuff just because everybody can't do that, So, oh gosh, Anina, I am not very organized. I've been redoing this room and I have like all this stuff I've been sorting through. So I've been like making a little pile for this project as we go. Hey, Sarah. So this one I did white embossing powder. So what I want to do now is use my magicals because that's something I don't use enough, I think. And we got to pick our focal point first. We got substrate. I have some things in here that I would like to use, and I think I'm going to do this one. You can go landscape or you can go portrait. I think I want to go landscape this time. So I'm going to find an image, something silly, something fun. I suggest if you're going to cut out antique book pages, you glue them down flat to something first before you cut them out. It makes it a whole lot easier. And then I'm going to find something in here as I've been sorting. I've been, making little piles. And did you see these girls? They came out of a book. You see that? That's ridiculous. Hey, Rhonda. How you doing? So I'm just going to find one of these. Let's see. Now you can cut heads off and glue them onto other bodies. That would be fun. You can, I've got stuff from old magazines and old books here. Like, that's silly. She is absolutely silly. We should use her. What do you think? Her? I've got some that are cut out here too. Let's see. Where did they go? Are they right here? So it's just, stuff from books. There's some copies that I made. Oh, I love my little Virginia Slim smoking prohibition lady out of an old magazine. I've been hoarding that forever. She's kind of fun. But I think she goes portrait. She's too much. Okay, so we're going to use her then. This ugly, weird lady. And I have to decide. Lisa, are you ready for me to put you on? Do you want to be on screen or not? Lisa?
I'm ready.
Oh, hello.
I'm just sitting here quietly.
A hedgehog chewing the mic. Is that Lisa or is my mic doing weird things? That's funny. Okay, so what I have here, I'm going to use magicals, right? That's what I said. So let's figure out which ones I want. I keep them in this. It's just a handy way to store them. I've got a couple of these. And I think I want to go kind of dark. I could do blue and gold. I like the blue. Queen of Hearts red. Ooh, yes, please.
Yes, I may have been humming.
Denim. And we will use the gold. Okay. I just really like doing this and watching like my embossing powder or whatever come to life. It could be texture paste or heat embossing or whatever. If there's texture on there, I love spraying and watching it happen. It's just, it's so good. I'm going to move these out of the way. So let's see if I can do this without getting too much on here. So these are supplies that I wish I used more. I love them. I would love to have more colors. Did you see they came out with some new ones? And they actually have new jars now and they shake, which is, I think, better because this is, hard to use.
Oh boy, envelopes.
Oh yeah, we could use envelopes for our binding too, by the way. I should just pull out a little tool. Got these little things here, like a swizzle stick, or a popsicle stick. I don't think I've ever used the red one, honestly. It's easy to get too much of this. So their new containers are taller and they're still fat, but they have like little holes in them. So I just think that's so much better. And she's got great new colors.
Ooh,
are you talking about the envelopes?
Sounds nice.
What's that?
Julie said she should have made a cup of tea. That sounds very nice.
I do have my coffee. So when I get up in the morning, my cat, it sounds like I get up and get to drink coffee right away, but she doesn't let me. She's like, "Oh, you're up." And she also doesn't let me get on my phone. She pushes it over the whole time. Like she'll keep putting her head in it. It's really funny. I should put another piece of paper under this. She's hilarious, really. Ooh. Whew. So I'm going to do this and let it move around a little. Try not to make mud.
I'll take that virtual tea. Julie's going to make us a virtual tea.
You know, I have a date tonight. Last time we were supposed to have a date, we didn't end up getting to go for, I don't remember what reason. It had to do with the child. And tonight we have his friend that he flies with is in a band. And he invited us to watch him play, which I haven't gone out like that since COVID. Seriously. A lot has changed between now and then. I really didn't get in those little spaces like I wanted it to. I'm going to set this off to the side to dry for a minute. Maybe I can move some of this over here. There's little lines, but they're maybe not far enough apart. It's okay. We'll get another one out. All right. Let me see if I've got one with embossing powder that's got further lines apart here.
Date night sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot has changed, you know, in the COVID era. And
yes, I do agree.
So, I mean, it's been a while, and I really can't wear the heels that I used to. I mean, I always wore heels. That was me, and a lot has just changed. So I'm worried about that. You can't wear flats on a date, you know? That's weird. So I'm just going to move some of this over here to this.
And I, her friend, think if I can't wear flats, I'm not going. If you're going to make me put on real shoes, you know, we might have a little bit of a problem. Matter of fact, I just got rid of all my heels. I have no heels except for one pair. Well, I did keep one pair of heeled boots, but I have had to make a size adjustment. So I cleaned my closet out, and I'm down to one pair of dress shoes. And it used to be just a closet full of high heels.
Yeah, that's all I have. High heels. I had no flats.
But not anymore. No. We're not playing that game.
I have started buying flats since COVID. Yeah, that's just, I'm just having a harder time wearing them now.
I can't. I just can't. I'm not even going to pretend anymore. Not even for special occasions. I'm going to wear what's comfortable and what's safe and keeps me from hurting myself. I've got enough spare parts already.
Always wore heels. That was me. I was just more comfortable in heels. I couldn't wait to be old enough to wear heels when I was a kid. It was just always, you know, not like a pump, like a heeled boot or a heeled strappy sandal or a wedge, or, you know, that was just me. And even with my jeans. So I'm kind of sad, and I look at those shoes and it kind of breaks my heart because I miss them, you know. Have I missed anything I hurt my knees too, Julie. I do.
Yeah. I'm just not willing to sacrifice, you know, the uncomfortableness of them. I mean, if I'm going to dance, I would take them off anyway. And it's probably safer to have a flat shoe on with a little bit of protection than no protection, because I've had somebody step on my feet with, you know, heels on a dance floor.
Okay, I'm gonna put this
So,
off to
no,
dry.
I'm not even taking heels with me to Scotland. No
Really?
heels. Nope,
I just
I'm not going to do it.
I always wore like a medium boot heel or zipped up, and I am gonna try to do that tonight. We're gonna see what happens, but I don't know. So I have some here that actually I started a long time ago, and I forgot I stuck this in the pile. So I think I'm gonna play with this one, and we're gonna put our girl on this then. And maybe the hand. This is just that handmade, like cottony wallpaper. I know if you've received Happy Mail from me, you might have received some of that. And then it's just book page with gel print on book paper over it. So I'm going to cut her out. And then I think we should give her a dress. What do you guys think? Or some sort of a frock. How's that sound? With paper piecing or paint?
A frock.
So we're going to give her a frock. That's right.
A freaking frock.
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions or wants to say something and wants me to definitely see it, because, I'm going to get in the zone here, make sure it's in all caps so that Lisa can read it out.
Yes, I'll try to.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have a pair of Mary Janes, and they will be going with me.
I love Mary Janes.
They're black.
Oh, yes. I have several pairs of Mary Janes at different heights. I love them. I always loved them. So I'm going to put her.
Yeah, they're keen. So they're actually very, very good walking shoes. Hi, Marguerite. Thanks for joining us today. We are playing.
Yes. I'm going to put her there.
We're cutting loose, getting crazy, and we're going to make some postcards.
Crazy. That's right.
Crazy.
We're going nuts. So
I'm hearing there's one of the guys that sponsors cars, and he's also he has Honda, a motorcycle dealership, and he trades in used cars, like a buy here, pay here, and he'll say, "Crazy Kevin Powell." when his
what is he saying? I'm sorry, say it again.
He says his name is Kevin Powell. He says, "I'm glad you're here. This is Crazy Kevin Powell." Oh. And I'm thinking, crazy postcards.
So these are from PM Artist Studio. They sent them in an order or a Happy Mail or with my stamps the last time. And I'm going to use this one for her frock. What do you guys think? I think a colorful gel print is the way to go. I'm going to put her head right there. Normally I would put the dark on the bottom, but we're going to balance that out. So just because I think she needs to be, or maybe we go like this. Nah, I think she needs to be up here. All right.
And I'm sitting here covering up a postcard. What I'm going to use for my postcards, they're actually some of Darcy's D-stash. There's some music cards, and I thought, well, these are perfect for the size, so we'll make it work.
So I'm just cutting off these little bits here so I can create her shoulders for her. And I'm going to put it on the other side. Maybe.
Now, if you're just coming in, make sure you hit those thumbs up for us.
Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're all here. This is going to be fun. So, and we also get to let out our crazy when we, that's my plan. I'm going to let it out. What do you guys think? Just let it go. Let it fly. I don't care. I know it's the internet. Okay,
we're born free.
To give her a weird shoulder. See? That matches the scoop of her hair. I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to decide. This is going to be like my bangs. Trim, 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 trim. I'm going to keep trimming. I'm
I
gonna,
agree, Diane. We shouldn't have to put our crazy away. Our crazy should be allowed to be part of our lives. We should embrace it and let it out
yes.
and play every once in a while so that we're not obnoxious people that can't smile and laugh at life. Because that's what happens when you bottle all that stuff up.
Well, and art should be, you know, should be therapeutic, and it's really therapeutic if you get to get crazy just a little bit. So I'm going to also cut, let's see, a little bit right there. Give her a proper neck. I know this whole thing isn't going to go on here, so I went with the shape of her hair. It almost looks like wings, doesn't it? And then I will probably cut it off about here and add another weird piece at the bottom. That sounds good.
It
And
does
then
sound good.
do a little shaping here. Just a little. You could get out some funky scissors for this. That's probably something you haven't used in a while. I'm going to round that out and give her a funky shoulder because she looks like an artist to me. She looks like a nutty, nutty girl. That's why I chose her.
She looks like a girl that might be dressed for fun.
Yeah. She's going to an art gallery. How's that?
She's doing a pop in.
Yeah.
An art hop.
Yeah, she's doing a pop-up. That's what it is.
There you go.
There we go.
That's the key word right now, pop-up.
Also make that into wings, but I'm not going to. I'm just making her a crazy shoulder. I'm going to put her there. I actually put her head more up in the black so she shows more. And then on the bottom, I think something else I don't use enough of is washi tape. So I'm going to come in with something, I don't know, polka dots or something strange. How's that sound?
You don't use polka dots that much.
No, I don't. I should, but I don't.
I've been liking polka dots lately. But
I've always loved polka dots.
I've also, where I'm crazy about orange, I've been into this mustard yellow lately.
Oh, that's one of my favorite colors.
Honestly. I even have mustard yellow colored shoes that my daughter asked me. She said, you think you might wear these? And I said, I don't know. And bingo, they fit. So, and they're flats. They're getting to go to Scotland.
Well, that's
They're
good.
on the hot color list.
So this stuff I always think I'm going to use and then I don't. And this is probably pushing it for the texture. But what I want to do is figure out where it goes and then just kind of trim it to size. I know that it's going to get cut off this way. And as a matter of fact, maybe I should do that first. So something like, I'm just going to leave a little. So she's also going to have crazy hips like me. How's that?
Julie said that she says she's not going to change her cheerful self for anybody. You go, girl.
Well, I'm saying, not don't be yourself. I mean, we're all, yeah, that's great. I'm saying maybe go farther. These are postcards from the edge, remember? So I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to add it to this first because if I can get the back off of it, this stuff is, I only had like a little bit of this. So that's why I haven't used it enough. I was hoarding it. It's so hard not to hoard things, isn't it? I mean,
oh, it is. It's just part of being a crafter. I really believe it.
Well, and it's the nature of the things we do.
Fabric.
It's the nature of the things we do as well. So maybe I need something black underneath it, or maybe not. I don't know. It's going to go like that. So let's glue her on there before I get crazy here. And then I have to decide, do I want something behind her head? Something else. I might not with this one because I have this. This is a piece of hard, heavy chipboard too, by the way. I like this weight. And I don't know where that
Hello.
one came from. It might be like from the back of a thing. I don't know. So your glue should be as heavy as whatever you're gluing, and this is such lightweight paper that I'm going to use a glue stick for this part. Give her some neck. There we go. So I did it that way. Also with a glue stick, you can adjust. Did it that way so that I could see where we're at here. Oops, it's upside down. Where her head goes. I know, isn't that just weird? Wait, it looks like she needs some arms, doesn't it? She needs some arms too. We'll figure that out in a minute.
Mine's not in proportion, but
That's okay.
She's crazy. She's wild and crazy. She's a little fruity, and she's a vegan. She's got a green bean skirt, and
I'm gonna put you up
dancing on tomatoes.
Oh my God, you did get crazy. I love it. That's great.
We'll try another one here.
Okay. You did that fast. Seriously?
Yeah, well,
I guess I was talking, so so let's see. Diane's gonna get crazy today and have some fast food. She doesn't leave the house either. Yeah, this is actually from that silent film book that I have, Rhonda. How did you know?
The thing is just full of goodies.
It is. I love that book. Did you order it? Did you end up ordering one?
No. But I do think I'm gonna order one of the sticker books. I mean, the more I look at it, the more I think, yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, we just got new phones today. Plus, we've got our trip coming up in just barely 3 weeks. So I think my won't will have to wait.
This. So it when I trimmed that, it just left little pieces like in perfect order on my scissors because it took off, like part of the edge, just the littlest bit. Okay, she needs arms, but maybe this isn't her arm. I think this is so special. It's out of an art book. This is so special. It's going to go on a different one, I think. I'm allowed to change my mind, right? So I think some of this might go because we have the red. And, I'm going to hoard this. This is the back of that. I can't help it. It's cool. And I am going to get out some markers and some, maybe I'll paint some arms for her. I don't know yet. So I like this on there. Let me go through. I've got them broke down into little things here. Ooh, that goes with that. So it's already got a lot going on because I started with, it had stuff on it. But, maybe she needs a feather, maybe.
Ooh, feather sounds nice.
Well, it's a sticker. It's like a sticker feather or a gold label. I've just got weird stuff in here, oh, sorry, guys. I didn't realize I wasn't on in the shot.
I wasn't either, but I fixed it, I think, now.
Okay. So sorry, guys.
Where I've been putting my gel plate up, I've been trying to allow myself room for, my brayer off sheet. And so I've been trying to reorganize things a little bit.
So how should I make her some arms? Maybe those markers? Let's see if they will show up because they're watercolor. If they won't, then I'll move on.
Are these the markers you don't use often?
Yeah, these are the ones that the watercolor markers that I got that I don't use. I'm thinking like maybe she has some long sleeves on with this. None of these colors look right to me. Maybe it's red that she needs.
I think the lizard's going to be, the Geico.
Let's see what
The
color.
ginkgo. Ginkgo? What's the
Ah,
word?
I
Is a
don't know if
lizard.
that's
It's,
gonna
it's some
show
kind
up.
of lizard.
I could at least do this. Just to seal off that edge right
Sorry,
there.
y'all having to watch me fussy cut. This is beyond my pay grade.
You should use something like cucumbers or
Actually
corn or
concentrate.
something. Oh, that's funny. Banana arms. So that might not have worked there, but I mean, I can use it in some other spots here. Just no rhyme or reason, you know. She's very black and white, and her hair could be colored if I really wanted to. That's a joy with black and white books. So I think that goes right there. And then we're just getting weird here. Maybe I have some stickers here. I have an eye. These are some that I stamped out just for no reason, but I already have some busyness here. So it says eyes of the soul. I'm gonna cut that out actually and use it. I think we're all in deciding stages here, right? So if you're just coming in and you missed it, we're talking about getting to 920, doing a giveaway, and of a little mini book that I've made, and then doing a postcard swap for anybody that's interested in all this goofiness. Goofiness. And you don't have to be goofy. Just do what's in your soul, you know. I think just some of this. I just want a
Something
single.
different from what would be normal.
What's that?
I said just something that's different from what is your norm. What would be
Right.
normal for you to
Have
do?
fun. That's all. Have some fun. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. I feel like it balances it, and maybe even the feather doesn't go down there. Maybe it goes here. I think the feather really goes, though. I like the red. I'm using brighter colors than I normally do, right? Going crazy here. It's usually rust and gold, and these are my colors, definitely, but all this red. Okay, so I just want to trim that off. I think this is even too thick to put in my corner punch. I covered it a long time ago. So we've got eyes of the soul. Maybe that goes on her dress.
Yeah, I'm thinking summer fruitiness. You know,
You're fruity.
summer fruits and vegetables.
You're fruity.
Yeah, I can't have a
Wow.
whole lot of watermelon or pops. The only popsicles I can have are the sugar-free ones. But that's okay. They're pretty good. They're not too bad.
It needs to show up. I know it's going to disappear when I put it down. Because it's on clear paper, you know, like, or it's going to be kind of more transparent. It does kind of go right there, doesn't it? And then maybe I will put the feather back. And then I'm going to go out after it with some little white markers or something. So this glue as strong as my whatever I'm gluing down here, which is rice paper or tissue paper. Couldn't tell you. And I probably need to go over this with a layer when I'm done of school glue and water, because it will make that more transparent. It will seal her. It'll seal all my colors in, because this is probably like a water soluble spray. Hopefully that wouldn't make it bleed. I'm going to use this glue because this is textured. I need to clean the cap of this glue. It's been sitting for so long while I've been organizing. Oh, the sorting, you guys. Oh, so much sorting. All those projects that I've done the last 4 years that I didn't put away fully, that I just put in a bin. I'm so mad at myself right now. You hope you haven't missed too much, been in and out. Oh, no, that's okay. Preparing a hot breakfast. What are you having? It is sunny there for you, isn't it, Lee? So we're
Ooh, I
just
bet it's something yummy.
doing crazy postcards here. So I have red here. I almost need to put like a red flower in her hair, or just for the trifecta here, like the triangle. I like that. So let me see if I have maybe a sticker flower. Let's find out. Let's see if I have something, or I can maybe draw one. Nah, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
dairy free and sugar free. And my youngest daughter, bless her heart, she had some tests done, and they've come to the conclusion she had a lot of inflammation. They've taken her off of grains, and she's already feeling much better. She's already starting to lose weight
oh,
as
that's
a
wonderful.
benefit of not getting all that gluten, and but she can't have rice. So no
Oh,
grain, no rice.
so I would cut this out normally. It's like a C thing, and it kind of looks like a flower, but the blue really matches this. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that outline there, and I will do something with it. So
Yes,
um,
may
I've
the fourth be with you.
I've lost
That's
6 pounds since I started my diet, trying to
yay.
do it the right way. And I know some people rocket their. I can't seem to lose it quick like everyone else. So my goal is a pound a week, or 2 pounds a week, and I've just cut my my calorie intake by a lot, really, eating different things.
Well,
Oh
everybody's
yeah,
different. You really can't, judge yourself and against others when it comes to losing weight because everybody's body is processing things differently.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so now I've got this jar here where I pulled out some of my mark making tools. This Stabilo would be great here. It's already got a stencil on it, so I'm not going to worry about that. That's a stamp. I'm not going to worry about any more of those, but I'm thinking like that, and maybe my Stabilo that needs sharpened so bad. Maybe I should do that. I've got white gel pens, but I don't feel like they show up. Lee has lost 15 pounds since mid-January. Go, girl. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
Lee, that's great.
Yeah. Congratulations. I
Did you
actually
sweat it
started.
off? I know was toasty there for a while.
Here it's been raining and it's wonderful. I love it.
It's raining here today too.
It rained yesterday really hard, and I'm really loving it. We haven't had enough. So I'm going to give her kind of a drop shadow, or kind of outline around her bits here. She's going to get some sort of a necklace or something right here too, I think, but could be markers. Maybe she doesn't need arms. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can work it out without. So I want to go all the way around, kind of like giving her depth, I'm going to give that feather some depth. This is probably way too much Stabilo. Do you guys have a Stabilo? They're so wonderful.
Lee uses them often.
I really want a set of woodies. They're kind of like the gel markers that I took out that I need to use. I have used those. It's just been a long time. Just giving everything
And
a little
Lee is
depth.
doing, if you don't follow Lee, it's Lee Creates. She is doing a month of May called Maggie May. And if you go over to her channel, you'll see that she's got those posted for the first few days. It's not an everyday thing, but it's several times throughout the month. And she also has, in her description, she'll have a the list available that you can follow along. So if you decide to do that, if you have a channel, if you decide to do it, or even if you don't, use the hashtag that she has for you.
And it's prompts. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Lee,
they're
I do
prompts for the
follow
month of
Lee.
May.
I haven't been to anyone's live stream in so long,
Well,
except
I
for
knew,
the
I
one
knew you were
Sunday.
trying to do what you got to do
Yeah,
so it's done.
it's taking
You got to
so much of
get
my
it done before
time.
the heat sets in, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the plan. And I was hoping to be done by now, but I keep rearranging what I've already done. Like I keep finding I've got kind of everything swapped over. However, I keep going, well, this isn't working here. So then I move a piece of furniture and then I have to empty something else because I need this other piece that's like, or other container that's like better for that. And then I have to find you guys know the struggle here, right? You know what I'm getting at? I keep like swapping, like playing swapsies with everything. And I can't, it's just not right yet, and I want to do a tour when it is done, but it's just not right yet. It's my desk. Every time I've had a live, I've discovered that my desk isn't working, or my workspace isn't working, because it's very different from what I had before. It's a different desk. So, oh yeah, Lisa's great at plugging. Oh, what's going on, Sarah? She's starting a new lifestyle, eating again, trying to get healthy. Oh, well, good for you. You go. I just started keto in January and I didn't lose any weight, not any. And I've done keto before. So I decided, because I hadn't lost any weight, I needed to do something else. So that's what I did. And all I've done is gone to I eat pretty good anyway, whole foods. I'm just eating less, and I've just lowered my calorie intake by quite a lot. So there she is. And then I'm going to darken this up a little bit. See if this sticker takes this. Just around the C anemone or whatever it is. Did I say that right? I never do. Anemone. Anemone.
Sounds like you're going to say, na, 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 na.
Every time the SNHU commercial comes on, it's an online college. Every time it comes on, my husband and I look at each other and go, because it's so hard it's such a stupid SNHU. It does not roll off the tongue. Yeah, I know, Rhonda.
You wonder who comes up with the commercials.
Yeah, it's been, we've been doing that for years. Okay, time for this one. Not sure what yet, but maybe some little white dots in the middle of this, kind of making her anemone a flower. And then let me get some of this going here. And then I'm going to make some little lines here, kind of extend it. I think I need some a set of nice finer tip markers, like this set with all the different sizes in black.
Yeah, they're nice when you have the different tip sizes. I think that makes all the difference in how you're able to use them.
I wish this white was, smaller. I wish I had a smaller one. I do have white gel pens, and I keep buying black and white pens, and none of them seem to work. And when I did her, wild as her hair, when I did the scribbles here, I used a ballpoint pen because my other pen wasn't working, and it's a really good ballpoint. And then I went over it with some little white scribbles at the end, just on top. So, okay, I like that. That was good. That was fun. What else do we need to do in white here? How about, so it's a little bit wet. I think that's what the problem is. I'm just giving her some decor on her art dress for the big show.
Those are very wet.
No! Oh my gosh.
What did it do?
And it just like a huge puddle came out.
An unintended consequence.
Are these not refillable? I don't know, Diane. This is like new to me. There's so much on the edge here. I need to find something to put that on before it makes me mad. Something that I'm gonna use maybe.
What brand are refillable, Diane?
Yeah, I don't know these things. I've never used a lot of markers, and I mean I have some markers like glitter or metallic or whatever I've had for ages, and they're great. They're just cheap ones. I got to figure out something else right there now. But I need to use this because I hate waste.
So, Sarah, I'm suggesting that you eat the sugar-free popsicles and your vegetables. And you can have watermelon occasionally.
You know what I've been eating in the morning or in the like midday that's only like a few hundred calories? And I love it. And I'm not sick of it yet. I've been eating it for a month. Have you ever had the Watergate salad, the green one?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been using sugar-free pudding, like the sugar-free pistachio pudding. And then I use non-fat Greek yogurt and I thin it out with some of your choice of milk, like it can be almond milk or it can be skim milk or whatever. You're just thinning it. You could probably use water. And you make the pudding with that. And then you dump a can of crushed pineapple in there. After you make the pudding all smooth and wonderful. And then you add cottage cheese to it, and you can have like a cup of it, and you're getting your pineapple, which I realize has a little sugar, but it's not bad for you.
Natural sugar.
It's not
added sugar.
And I make a big container of it and keep it in the fridge. And, then also you could, if you want a sweetie at night, you could have that.
That's what I eat at night. I do that. And I use the low-fat cottage cheese because they encourage the protein from the cheese as a late-night snack because it keeps your blood sugar regulated pretty good. So I use that, and instead of using, I use that, and I use sugar-free Cool Whip. And then I do no sugar added pineapple. And I keep that. I eat that every night before 10 o'clock. I have that every night.
That's funny.
And it's a cup. So it's funny. Yeah, because we hadn't talked about that. And there's another one that you can do with the orange Jello. You use the cottage cheese, you use pineapple, and it has mandarin oranges with it. And it does pretty good too. So, it kind of helps those they're craving for something sweet.
Right.
You can actually put it in your little freezing thing, and it comes out pretty good.
Well, you can also use the sugar-free cheesecake pudding. And it's only like 25 calories a serving for that. In terms of composition, that's not a bad spot for a blob. Yeah, I'm going to end up putting something there probably. I need it to dry though. But yeah, Poscas are frustrating. I think Ann Lar had some refillables a couple weeks ago. They looked good. What brand did you guys say? You buy them empty. Poscas are refillable. I thought Poscas might be. PIA, what is that? Rhonda, don't you just take the thing out? I think you just take the thing out. I think I've seen
that. You're talking about the little the absorbent piece of it.
Yeah.
So you're opening the end. You're taking out the felt portion of it.
Right.
You're reloading something onto it. and then you're putting it back in.
Yeah,
Reinstalling it.
haven't I seen that? Or is that a different kind of marker? Those like rectangular ones or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The
I
ones that are
imagine the ones that
funny.
are designed to do that probably have it where that cap on the end
Comes out.
unscrews and rescrews.
No, it's the felt bit. You use like a tweezer and pull the little felt bit out, and you can flip the thing over too. I've seen somebody flip the thing over in the very least, I think. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at this and I feel like I'm missing comments. I'm sorry.
No, I
look
want
up in just a minute.
I want to tell you, one of the things that I found for the chocolate craving or the sweet craving, if the cottage cheese and Jello, sugar-free Jello doesn't work, is Russell Stover's has some sugar-free. Now that doesn't mean they're calorie-free, but they are sugar-free, and they're very low carb count on them.
Yeah, I
And
like them, but
you can have like
calories.
2 of those. I find if I just eat one, I get the variety pack, and it has a chocolate covered toffee in it. It has like a mint cup, a peanut butter cup. So I mean, it kind of, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It does satisfy that chocolate craving, if you're used to eating a little sweet. And I know Miriam, she does the keto, and she eats chocolate all the time. She eats dark chocolate with no added sugar.
I love extra cocoa in my, yeah. I've been wanting to order the black cocoa powder on Amazon. It's like $15. It doesn't matter what company, but it's like extra roasted and it tastes more like coffee. I really want that. I would be happy to drink that instead of coffee. I want to try the mushroom coffee. As a coffee lover, I think.
Yeah, I want to know how that goes for you, because I've wondered about it. I mean, I've had some of the mushroom tea and it's not bad, but it has that little bit of a aftertaste.
I gotta go read something here.
Something just not quite kosher on it.
The only bed action I get is chocolate sneaking at night. I can't give it out. Margaret says, oh, blue raspberry, blackberry, or strawberry. I eat a bowl of carrots every night at when I take my meds at 10 o'clock, a whole bowl of little carrots every single night. There's hardly any calories. And celery,
they don't even count celery.
Yeah, they don't. I do like celery, but I can't seem to eat all of it when I order it. So I don't order it very often. It usually goes bad. It's usually when I just need to make something, like I'm going to make one of those pasta salads for my husband with a crab, with the fake crab. Your 7-year-old granddaughter's reading this and chose to read Moe's. That's pretty funny.
Hey,
overnight chia oats.
I'm going to step away. Martine has gotten
you're fine.
Here.
I'm just reading some
comments.
She has
not got her birthday present yet, so let me get that for her, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Healthy eating can be much more expensive. You're right, Sarah. And Julie said the Liquitex paint markers are opaque. I didn't know that they had a paint marker. I'm going to go full screen here. Just reading a few little comments here. Get yourself some chromium tablets for sugar. I keep buying diet things and carb blockers and all kinds of stuff. I've got to put something there, but it's got to dry. Here, let me do this. It isn't a bad spot because it brings this triangle in if I put something right there. If I put it up high enough in triangles, as far as those go. All right, let's see if I can randomly pick one of these as quickly. No, I'm not seeing it. She's something weird there, huh? That would be the case. I don't think I'm going to go with a shell again, but maybe some sort of, there's a pear. Let me open this book so you guys can see it. This is the one I ordered that was half full of stickers. It was like supposed to be in good condition on Amazon, and it came with more than half the stickers gone. I was not happy. I expected some, but you know. Okay, so something weird and small. Ooh, these are awesome, but I'm gonna hoard those. Planning ahead here, guys. I'm just gonna hoard those. Let me stick this here so I can think about it. Wrap the celery in foil. I have done that. My mom actually brought some over wrapped in foil, and I just don't think about it, and I should. So yeah, it does last longer. I love buying celery with greens, the leaves still in the middle though, because those have so much flavor. It is crazy. To cook with those is amazing. You know, if they could just sell me that little bunch of leaves in the middle, there's never enough. Something weird. Come on. Oh, well, maybe she needs a hand. Maybe if I can get one of those to work. Not going the right way. No, they're going the wrong way. That one's too big. Oh, there's more hand. Why can't we just have one? Darn it. Chromium is completely different than all the carb blockers. I didn't know that. I take a lot of supplements too. She needs a mushroom. Do I have a small mushroom? With these books, you can't be looking for anything specific because you have no idea what page it's going to be on. They're pretty cool. I mean, look, it came like this. That's maddening. Prana Organic brand. I'll look it up. Totally. I do take maybe an egg. I do take DE. There's another arm. Darn it. DEHA for my. I want to see how this looks. Just want to see. It's 2 arms, but you know, maybe. No, it's weird. It's already weird. That's extra weird. I'm going with the egg. I know I keep, doing half sentences here. Okay, and just like always, I'm going to put this on another piece of paper and then glue it down because I need to cut it out. So I also take a super vitamin B and all kinds of weird stuff. If I think it might help with everything, I order it and try it. Right now, the new thing is the nootropics, because you guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I clearly have undiagnosed ADHD. That's the extra chatty, talks too much, sort of, and I've been trying to find a healthy way to handle that because it does affect my life. Okay, so she's going to have a weird egg right here for no reason at all. And maybe it goes like this. Nope. Or like an upside down egg. Just no reason, just an egg. Because it had to be weirder, But the hands didn't work somehow. Okay. Ugh. I got that in my mouth. Oh, there's lots of recipes online. Another thing you can do, the reason I want the black cocoa powder is I blend frozen bananas and cocoa powder in my bullet blender. And I also have a Ninja Creamy that makes ice cream, and you can put protein shakes and diet shakes in there, or like I'll do like a chocolate almond milk with a bunch of sugar-free pudding and oh, my sleep. Oh no. And I took melatonin for so long, and I also had a sleeping pill for a long time, but it always made me feel kind of hungover in the morning. So I am not a good sleeper. I never have been. I had FOMO as a kid and like fear of missing out, and I never was a napper or it's just, never. But I do try to take a natural route as often as possible. And watch me mess this up some more. Okay, I'm going to take that same ballpoint pen. I think these are dry. And I'm going to just define these, give them a kind of a shadow effect. Like this, so you can see what I made here, because it's kind of blobby, and that's fine. Oh, I like it now. Look at that. Yeah, I could probably take 5 hours to make one postcard. That's right, guys. It's fun. What can I say? Okay, I think we are almost done here. Maybe a little bit more of this here, I think. And then I think the egg needs to sit on something right here. I think it needs like a shadow, an egg shadow, because it's weird and it's in a weird spot. Where is my this? Frozen bananas and mango in the blender is the best ice cream alternative. Oh, that sounds good. Estella, I feel like I'm at the point in my life where I should be diagnosed because it does affect my life. It's depressing. It can be very depressing to feel different than everyone else. And it seems like I have a lot of energy and maybe I do. And I'm extra chatty this time of day. But as the day goes on, I have such a hard time and I don't even want to be around people anymore. And it's just, it's affecting me. It's wearing me out is what it's doing. So are you having a hard time typing? For goodness sake, why can't I type sense? I'm a huge fan of coconut. So I think coconut milk, if I can find one that's low enough calorie with the bananas would be excellent too. Maybe a little pineapple, like in my freezer or in my Ninja. That would be fun. Okay. So now I'm going to follow the lines because there's a piece of paper right here. I'm going to define that. And then just the last thing would be kind of going around the edges. This is not glued down.
Damn it. We won that Sunday.
It's a struggle. I'm not bothering with the diagnosis because I can't handle the meds anyway. It takes so long to find the right lifestyle change. Yeah, Lexi, I hear you. I think it is time for me to get diagnosed, but I have so many other things going on. Like I've been going to physical therapy. I was back in the ER last Thursday because I had a headache for 2 weeks from my new tinnitus. It's been around for about 6 months now. And I've just got so many other things going on that, I keep pushing it to the back burner. That's what's happening there. So, it happens. Let me use this one, the bigger one here. Just darkening up these edges, framing it out. Frame. This definitely needs it right here. All right. And the very last thing here would be this one around that edge right there. And I think she's pretty weird. I think we established weird. It's really interesting how many women are diagnosed later in life. Yeah, I was the kid that Uh, let me read up. Hold on. Podcast attitude. ADHD since childhood. Yeah, me too. I was the hyperactive kid that people they. I mean, my family used to try to. I was the oldest grandkid. They would offer me $5 if I could shut up for 5 minutes when I was like little at family get-togethers, which is disturbing for a child. Really, they always wanted me to shut up. Um, but I was also fidgety in my, classroom. And my grandson finally just got diagnosed because he was having trouble in school. He's so sweet, but then he was just like Jekyll and Hyde. And it had to do with that. So, and he's such a sweet boy, and he's so much better now. They tried to go the natural route, but it didn't work. And they finally just said, this is going to help him in life, and he needs to be able to focus in school. I did say I was going to do this real quick. And this is very watery. Just want to give it a coat to seal it. Is it not as common in girls? How often women get labeled as attention seeking rather than, yeah. I've had it. I've had it since I was born. I've had it all my life, and I think back then they didn't diagnose with ADHD. It wasn't a thing. It was those were the hyper kids, I was hyper, but I was different, definitely. That's too much. I want to make sure it's nice and just going over it real fast because some of these things on here are water soluble. However, if I'm quick, it won't be a problem. Oh, she didn't get her necklace, did she?
I like her collar.
I do too.
It didn't take long to deliver the birthday present, so.
Yeah. She got an egg on that splotch for no reason at all. No reason. Just an egg, And then I decided against the arms. I could keep probably doodling on her, but I think I'm going to stop with her right there and start another one. Is it weird? Yes, it is weird.
I like her though.
I do too.
I think she's kind of neat.
Yeah, she is. She looks kind of over it. She's just kind of, your meds don't work, Sarah? Oh, that's sad. There's roughly 2 year waiting list to get into the. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, there is a strong correlation between autism spectrum and ADHD. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
They always said that I talked too much and
me too.
Was easily distracted.
Me
so
too. Yep. I'm a squirrel.
When I heard that about my kids, I'm like, I know what their problem is. The fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. That's what the problem is.
Yeah. Lexi was a quiet kid. Anina said later in life depression and bipolar diagnosis strongly believe that if I wouldn't have ignored my ADHD, maybe I could. Yeah, I agree there. I do. I mean, I've gone through all the trials with all the different, anxiety and depression stuff. And I think you're right, actually. I think it could come from the way we were raised, the way we were treated, the way we feel about ourselves, definitely all of our life. And, it's ingrained in us now that we should shut up, that we are too distracted, that we are hyper, that we're a daydreamer. Yeah.
What I liked was when the doctor told me one day, he said, well, busy women tend to have these problems. And I'm thinking, no, this is not a busy woman kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is something that I've dealt with my whole life.
It's still not dry.
It's just nobody has ever acknowledged it. And I said, I refuse to believe that. He said, well, that's okay.
This one I'm going to have to cover.
This is what I can do. I can put you on an antidepressant. And I said, I don't need an antidepressant. I don't want one. It's crazy how that is.
So permanent. So with the swap, if you guys are thinking about it, the requirements would be a crazy postcard for your friend that fits in an envelope, and it has to be the card-sized envelopes, like a 5x7 or smaller, and it can only have 2 stamps. So as many things as you want to add, that's fine, but it can only have 2 stamps. So no one's going off the deep end, because I have a tendency to do that. It's the ADHD. Seriously.
Oh, but we know you don't have that. What are you talking about? No.
Yeah, because if I send a package, I feel like I need to send it in a flat rate and just start adding stuff. And by the way, I finally got your propellers in there, and that's what it was waiting for.
Oh, and remember, yeah, we need to talk about the package. There's something that if you want to send, you need to get in there.
Okay.
For me
we'll do that.
To hand carry with me.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We need to talk about that.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that the other day, so I thought, oh, I need to remind.
Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay. Yeah. Beware of the diagnosis that might be given if you have a history of trauma. What do you mean? The diagnosis that might be given if you have a history of trauma.
They want to blame trauma, if
oh,
you've had
no.
a traumatic injury. In other words, it's considered a traumatic injury that
I did have
brain
trauma
surgery.
after that as a child. However, I was like that when I was born. I mean, I was the chatty, distracted child, and it was always. And it comes out like energy, but Diane, it is not energy. It is my brain being overactive. My brain has energy, but distracted energy. It's not like physical energy. It wears me out. So, yeah. The best thing about the diagnosis is the opportunity to rewrite your self-image. So if you want, go for it. Lexi, that's a great way to put that. Diane's become a serial student in her later years, just finished a course on using PowerPoint, have tried all the arts and crafts, mastered none. I get bored. I want to do everything. That's the thing. And I've got all these ideas. You guys know me. You know this. Oh, it's the best thing you ever did for your depression. Oh, yeah, Charmaine, I have no question about it. It's not from trauma. It's my personality. It is. They can overlap, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna find my next focal point. It is time, ladies. It is time. Okay, so I have to decide which way around this goes. And I'm going to go with opposites this time and do something sort of prim and proper on this super artsy background. You can kind of see where I moved it into those little lines.
Hold it up to the technology.
Do you see that? I love all the colors that come out in the magicals. And that's just, the white embossing powder just acted like a resist. I just wish the lines were a little bit farther apart because it didn't soak in and wake up like I thought it was going to. So maybe she goes on there, or maybe, something like proper. Like this is where I would put the Mona Lisa on, but I use her all the time. So, I can't do that again. Look what I found from an old staple book. I have other focal points over here too. So I just want to find something proper. I love her. She's not probably proper. Oh, okay. Bad colors. I'm going to get my other box out, I think. Oh, you have some legs here. No. Could use my lady with the crown. I'm going to get my box out of here.
I'm not gonna say I do get bored easy,
Oh, yeah.
and I have to, I have to deal with energy
I'm
issues.
good with, as long as I keep my creative mind moving, I think. Because that never stops until I hit a wall. And then, that's how that works out. I hit the wall and then I'm done for the day. Like forever. I think I kind of went through these.
Yeah, the walls usually win.
So I've got this thinner box right here. It's one of these, and I put focal points that I like in here. And I've got some that were left over from those books. I've got something from John David here. I've got little plastic bags with stuff in it. I went through these earlier as I was kind of getting ready, so I know that none of those are what I want. But I'm at the stage where I need to use a focal point. Oh, I like the old lady. She's cute. Kids. The old lady's kind of cute. She might not be big enough.
Last book, not content just to decorate. You had to make all the cogs work. Laugh out loud beyond the brain.
What's that?
Diane. She said she had to make all the cogs work. She had to really push.
How about her? She's super proper. But she's from a 1950s 17 magazine again. So that's old books in a row. I'm gonna glue her down first so that, because she's delicate, this paper's delicate. And I wish I could get her dress in there, but I cannot. And that's okay. I'll put her in an angle so I can get more of her in, I think. So let me put her on something, glue her down. Get a piece of paper here. And book pages are the best for this part. Don't waste a white piece of paper. Use a book page, like you probably have stacks of book pages. This is out of an old Bible, and it's not even a regular Bible. It's a concordance where they pick it apart. It's really thick and old. It's perfect for this stuff. So I'm going to rough trim.
Flashy.
I'm going to put you up, okay?
She's a little sassy.
Who's sassy?
Bye,
Oh, Charmaine.
Have a good dinner.
Thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate you. And I hope that you get to play with us with this project. Or hope you have play time that you enjoy. The middle, my last book, not content to just had to make, I know. Yeah. Your last book was amazing, by the way, Diane. Amazing. Okay, so where is she going? Right here is fine. And I'm going to use my favorite glue because it is less likely to have wrinkles. And that is the Crafter's Workshop. And this is a bottle I keep refilling from a bigger bottle. So it's really a mess, but it never dries out. I mean, I've had this for so long and I don't think I've refilled it for a while either. It does a good job. Use a card here. If I can figure out where I stuck those. The one that already has glue on it, please. Right? I've got old ones here. Okay. That's fine. So maybe I'll just use this one. So I'm going to get that. This is really the best glue.
I need to challenge myself, Diane, to do a something steampunk. I've never tried it.
Why don't you do some steampunk postcards? I
might do that. I just might break bad and do that.
Yeah, I think that would be great. I have this thing also, and I don't know what it was meant for. It's a tape applicator. It's got a piece of felt on it. You guys could make one of these easily. And the felt is so it doesn't damage, what you're pushing down. And I think it's better than if you're going to use old pages like this. They're very delicate. So this is actually better than this. And it's just, put a piece of felt on it. Probably needs a new piece at this point. It's got glue on it. My brain definitely works faster than my mouth. So you guys, I always hope that you can keep up with my thoughts when I'm live. I think afterwards I do pick myself apart because it's the ADHD, and I'm always afraid, oh my God, I was loud, but I do that everywhere I go. So it's probably not different, I'm just doing it for the world. Right?
Right.
Right. So this has to dry a moment. Let's start another background while we do that. And this time maybe some glue, maybe a collage type. Let me see what I've got here. I'm going to use like something that's maybe more plain so I can glue some stuff to it. I have this. These are scraps from old projects. That's some of them, I have
sound all awesome. Yeah, yes. If you think about it, it'd be like what I think about is I think about opening safes at work when I
I don't
worked
like
at
that.
the bank. When you would start doing the combinations, it would be 2 to 3 people that would have parts of the combinations. So as those things would inside, would turn to the proper position, you'd start hearing it. It had this little jingle, as those gears turned. And it was really neat. You could tell if somebody messed up because it wouldn't sound right. And they said, well, I got to go look at it. I don't remember it. We do this every day. Why? How do you not remember it? I understand these things now. I don't remember everything by no means.
So I wanted to use these and dust them off. So I think this has been sitting in my texture bin. It does have a tiny bit. These white lines are texture, but it's been there forever. So I think it's time to maybe play with these a little bit on here and see if I can get to a point where I like it. How's that? There's some crumbly old book page on there. So I'm going to open them both up, but most likely I'll be using like these earthier colors here. Oh, it is already 2:45 almost. Where did the time go, you guys? Was it just because I was so yappy, or what's going on here?
No, it's because I've hung you out to dry a few times today.
No, that's fine. So
Hey,
what if
this day was not what we had planned. Today didn't go
no?
exactly like we had planned, but that's okay. We've had a good day. We tried a new restaurant.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
They had Hawaiian stuff.
Oh, that I made Hawaiian food last night for dinner. That's funny, like Polynesian food last night.
Yeah, it was really good.
Well, that's cool.
So
I just got a paintbrush.
yeah, with the dietary restrictions, with Zoe can't have any grains, and Martine can't have anything with gluten. So, it was one of the places that we had not tried that would accommodate everybody's diet.
So Diane Bell says, I bought a Bible for this, but I haven't been able to make myself cut it up yet. It doesn't feel right. Think about this. I did the same thing. I did the same thing with books in general. But think about, okay, every hotel across the world, probably not just in America, has a Bible in its drawer. Every single one. Every Christian has their own Bible and probably has like 6. Plus the ones that their mom and dad passed down to them, plus the longtime family Bibles. There are so many Bibles in the world. And maybe if you are a Christian, you can look at it like, I know that text is there, even if I'm covering it up. And it's important and special to me. Like you're injecting some of your religion into your art. I definitely inject some religion into my art because I use a lot of goddesses and a lot of sort of magical, like spiritual things. I like her. I love her. This is a Virgin Mary, and I think she's amazing. And I have a bunch of these punches. But you guys know I like to use images like that. And I don't believe in her. I believe in the idea of her. And, maybe look at it like that and you won't stress out about cutting it up. That's my thought. Does that make sense? This is ugly right here.
Do I like that or do I not?
Or go find one that's really damaged for that. If
Beyond,
you feel like that's not the one you can
no
use,
longer usable for what purpose
yeah.
intended. Yeah.
I'm sure that there's one out there that you won't feel weird about, or once you do it, you did it and it's over. And I wonder if I can just use my finger here. It's actually a relief once you get it over with. I have an old typing book that I use. I have the old Sears and Roebuck catalogs, like the replicas from the 80s. I have a couple different Bibles with different, like some has a crispier, they're really delicate pages, and no one could ever use that. It's so damaged. And then I have that concordance, which is really fat and it's almost like tissue paper. But it's a weird Bible that most people wouldn't have on their shelf. It's more like a minister would own it. I have, like some prayer books.
As a general rule, it's a study guide.
It's a study book, yeah.
It has, in addition to scripture, it also has references to other similar items in the middle. So, for a scholar or whatever.
That's what it is. I got it at a yard sale, and he was a minister.
Guide.
Yeah. I think now what I want to do is, because it's already got this texture on it, and I hate it. I was trying to make something better that I hated. So I think maybe I can do some of this on here if I don't get a blob.
Ooh, a leather-bound Bible for a safari book. That sounds interesting.
You guys want to see that book I'm talking about? I got a whole bunch of books, and she just gave them to me. It was like the end of the yard sale, and it was when I first started doing some paper crafting. And it's this. It's Strong's Exhaustive Concordance of the Bible. Why is exhaustive in the title? It's terrible.
Well, I'm familiar with Strong's, and as a general rule, it means that it is an extensive, in-depth study.
And it's like tissue paper.
It's got the comparisons and it's got the notations from all possible.
It's Hebrew and Greek.
Were done before computers, so.
Do you see it's got a Hebrew and Greek dictionary in it? I need to pull those pieces out and make sure I use them accordingly. See, I never even noticed that. That's Greek.
I bet Miriam would probably love to have a few pages out of that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, she probably can get these, can't she?
Yeah, probably so.
And then I have a typing book that's really cool from the 70s. And sorry, guys. And that's what that looks like. So, and it flips up. It's got the little that in the front because it was a course book.
I've got a shorthand book
Oh, that would be fun. This has got all different colors in it. Like it shows different examples, and I love the way it's got different fonts and different sizes. It's just very cool. What date is it? Does it say which one, Mo? The concordance or this one? I have way too many books. So if somebody needs some pages from some old books, I am trying to reduce my mass. So because when you buy a book like this, it's great, but I'm never going to use all these pages. So I would be willing to send some pages to anybody that wants them. You just pay shipping, just to get, to lighten my collection a little bit.
And that's a great lead in because
Yeah.
while she has been doing her sorting and organizing, she also has been setting some things aside that there's duplicates of, or otherwise she is willing to part with. So be on the lookout. There will be a special
Sale
stream where she will show those packages, and you will have an opportunity to get in on some unique, one of a kind stuff, and everything will help her, just keep things going. And it will
I've got
lighten
so
her
much
load.
stuff to get rid of too. It's 1984, Mo. She's asking what the date is on this. It's so big and thick and worn out. It's so very worn out. It's paper. It's not leather. So, it's not special. We are going to, you guys voted about the postcards, and we are going to be doing an altered book next. We're going to do all the things that we voted for. You guys just kind of chose the order.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, plan on the altered book next. So while you make your crazy postcards for a while, the next project will be a book that we alter. And that means Charmaine, she was posting some other kind of altered books on her page.
Oh, yes. She had quite a few
different.
that she had worked on, but she also
those are
posted
sculpture
in Makers
books.
a project that she had done. That it was 3 books, and I think it ended up being 2 because she couldn't get the third one to stay in position. But it was really, really cute. It was folded. And I remember doing those folded books like that in like Bible school or
make a
Girl
tree
Scouts.
or whatever. So those are not what I'm talking about when I say altered book. When I'm talking about it, those are sculpture books. What I'm talking about is very different. So just so I can show this, because it took me 2 hours to do one postcard, she is going to be on here on this crazy background because it's very opposite. And you know me, I like an opposite. And I might just put like some stitches around the edges, like a stamp or a marker. I don't know. We'll see how crazy I get. But remember, we're trying to keep them mostly flat. Let me grab this real quick and show you. And then I think we are almost done. Okay, this is an altered book. I did this one 2 years ago. It's something I just started personally for myself. And it's not finished. I mean, I've got cards in it from the kids. I've got pages like, let me go like this real quick. I was new to paper crafting when I started this. So this is actually a book that was altered. I love this page. And it's just got all kinds of weird stuff in it. Stuff from books and stuff I would never do now. Like I can't, looking back at this is just nutty to me. This is a bunch of pockets. I would never do that now. It's weird. I would never do this. This was from a friend. You know, what I did was I created places. I would do that. created places for, I love her. I forgot about her. She's kind of a postcard, isn't she? Butterfly over her head. It was just a place for me to learn about paper crafting, basically. And I have stuff from friends and stuff that I wrote out. And, we'll fold some pockets in. We'll rip out some of the pages so it's not as thick. Oh, yeah, that's me. I forgot about this with the skirt. Totally. I think I got better as I went along here. Not done. Probably not done. Love that. Anyway, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, I love this one too. This is, Julie, this is so long ago. This is before, like maybe at the beginning of Happy Paper People. Yeah. Oh, Diane, absolutely. I would share some papers with you. Yeah. We can work on that and create a list for anybody that wants to pay for shipping. And I will share some of my favorite things, my favorite pages that I use even, because I have thick books and I don't need the whole thing. It doesn't make sense to me. And this is just like it's a book of etiquette. That was the one I chose. It's a complete book of etiquette. Oh, thank you, Lee. Well, I'm not feeling joyful about all of them, but like there's some that I remember doing and how it felt like the joy. You can see that I had fun. Breathe in peace, breathe out love. I've got little things written. She's meditating. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But with these, you have to take out pages. So you basically are gluing pages together. You're taking out like 3 pages and then leaving 2 and taking out 3 pages, depending on your thing. So, oh, I love this too. We should do some flip throughs. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and then we're busy doing a project. I think it would be fun to do some flip throughs.
Sharon, I know you haven't been doing a lot on Facebook.
No,
or
I haven't.
Catching up on YouTube's, but Darcy was challenged by 49
Barbara.
Dragonflies.
I saw that. I love Barbara.
To do those journals, and like the first one she did,
yeah.
it asked why, when, why, what's your favorite, and now she's doing the flip throughs, and it makes me laugh because she'll say, I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, or something comical. And I understood that because I have looked through some of the first things that I did, and I don't regret it, but I think, boy, I can do so much better now.
Like I've evolved. Definitely.
Maybe this wasn't the page I wanted it to be. Let me just slice that on out of there.
See,
Are there any
this is where
I can salvage?
Here's a pocket. We could put pockets in like this. But there's a bunch of pages that are undone. Like I started them and I didn't finish them. Just, gluing down things, starting, with some backgrounds, getting rid of some papers. I just made a photocopy of some of my favorite doilies here. Yeah, it is different. This thing is so old now. And, I just...
But it's still, it's still something that you can look through and you can say, hey, I like that technique, or, hey, I like the way I did this page. Maybe I'll use this technique again. Whereas if you had not done that, you wouldn't have something to look back to.
Right.
Or, if you were looking for examples of postcards, you can remember where those things are and you can share them with people.
Right. I love this spread. I totally forgot about it. I love this.
Yes, Julie Parker, that is a very good thing to take note of. Remember to date your pages. Remember to sign the back of your postcard, or sign it down in the bottom corner, especially if you're going to send it out.
When we see it's all undone from there on out, I think. Oh, maybe. So I went through and gessoed some. These are glued together already, and I almost made it to the end of the book. There was just a few pages left, but I do need to finish some of them. I just don't know. This isn't my style anymore, but there are some in here that I am absolutely gobsmacked that I did way back when, because I can't believe the same hand did this and did, the meditating one or this, they're two different people almost. So, yeah. Well, thank you everybody for being here, and thank you for a thumbs up if you haven't done it yet. I really appreciate all of you. We need one more person to hit 900, and at 920 we're going to be doing a giveaway, and we're going to have a swap. So I hope you go make some crazy postcards and use some supplies that you haven't used for a while. Dig out your stickers, dig out those weird scraps you don't know what to do with, and have a lot of fun. Thank you all for being here. And let's see Lisa's too. I'm going to make her full screen. So basically, Lisa, you did 4 and I did 1.
I did 4. Can you believe that?
Well,
that's what happens when you go crazy and go mindless.
I do have some drying. So we're, like at different stages.
You did good. You did good.
Yeah, like she is still wet, but she is going to go on here. There we go. That's so funny. Thank you. I enjoyed myself too. Wonderful to have you here, and you guys all just warmed my heart. And I want you to go have fun, get crazy, get real. Thank you. Bye, guys.